lights up there. You know.
My sister today.
Keep playing, Ricky. She's got to figure out how to get it turned on.
Sorry.
I'm gonna grab my purse.
Okay.
That's one.
Remember, if you have to call and away from the light.
Oh, yeah.
Ready?
Yes. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Morning.
Good morning. I've got an assistant with me today, possibly this is Christina, my niece. All right. So welcome to Unity of Billings. Would you join me in singing Surely the Presence? Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel His mighty power and His grace. Oh, I can feel the brush of angels' wings. I see glory in each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Rick. So, Sunday services are being live streamed, and you can see on the screen up there, thank you, that you can also donate at different places at Unity of Billings and also on our website. Click the donate button, and we thank you very much for your contributions. They are well loved and taken care of.
Actually, Jake,
Yes.
just to let you guys know, we did some updates to the website last week. It's still a work in progress, but we did some things, and there's actually now a tab that says donate that will take you right to that, so you don't have to scroll down.
Fabulous.
To the website to do that. There's some new tabs where the information is, and Dorothy had a wonderful suggestion not long ago, and we're gonna work on adding some of those things. Her thought was, when our speakers reference wonderful literature, that we have a place where people can go and actually work those, finding out.
Okay.
So that's gonna take a little work to build, but, we know that was a great idea, so that's coming.
Excellent. Robin has said that we've got some new tabs. It's been updated on our website. Should be a lot easier to maneuver. Plus, it'll be extras, it sounds like, that weren't there before. And it's ongoing improvements and sounds great. Cool. All right. So, announcements. Food collections are still being continued in the lobby there. I saw a nice big box, and I keep forgetting to bring stuff, but I will. So coming the 21st of, the 21st, Step Into Your Magic Festival. Yes. March 21st, Step Into Your Magic with Marcia. We'll have the whole church full of wonderful people upstairs and downstairs. I'll be there with reflexology, and there will be lots of people there. So come in and enjoy. Step into your magic. And the spring equinox sound bath is supposed to be right after that, I believe at 6:30 with Connie and her beautiful singing bowls. Please, please come and enjoy the energy of that. It's wonderful. Did you know that you can share our Sunday message and shorts from YouTube with your friends. I'm not certain if I know how to do that. I haven't done that yet. Robin, how do you do that?
If you go out to YouTube and you go to Unity of Billings, you can find any of our videos when you open the video or the short. There's a, just like on any social media, there's a little arrow, curvy arrow. That means you can share. So
Okay.
click on that, then it'll ask you, do you want to copy the link? And the answer is yes. You copy the link and then you can go put it on your own Facebook page. And email
Great.
it to your friends.
Great. Okay. So did you, yes?
Hold on, 'cause I'm gonna refresh you, because
Can you show us
I'm
that?
on the wrong page.
We are experiencing a bit of technical difficulties, which make it okay. And we're just gonna wait a minute. There's nothing wrong with silence, is there? Take a deep breath.
I was like, why didn't it update? And then I realized I was on the wrong page. Okay, now you.
All right, now we're ready to rock and roll. And did you know that we have a Facebook page, Unity of Billings? Like the page, and you will get notices of events and speakers and more. That'll be wonderful, because then you can keep updated. And if, say, you're out of town one weekend, but you don't know what's coming up the next, just do that. Fantastic. And did you know we have name tags in the lobby, in the front door, and we hope you will wear them if you choose. And guess where mine is? It's in the car. I left it there just so I could remember to put it on. Well, well. Now, we're going to have a unity song with David Friedman. Oh, excuse me. We've got January speakers. Reverend Edee Weigel is today non-attachment or detachment. Right? Yeah.
Yep.
And January 25th is Leslie Fisher, our upcoming unity. Faithing through the fear. Oh my goodness. Did you come up with that yourself?
Yeah.
I love it. Faithing with the fear. Sounds like I'm lisping, but I'm really not. And then February 1st again is Reverend Edee Weigel. And February 8th is Reverend Jim Reindaller. Is that how you say that? All right. So now, if you will join me in making yourself comfortable, and we will listen to David Friedman and the Unity Song. I usually sit down here, but I'll stand up with you, okay?
Every prayer is answered, every prayer is heard, every thought and feeling, every spoken word, what your soul has longed for, what your heart can feel, is already here, is already real. There is no one out there is no one else. You hold all the answers deep inside yourself. There's a voice that whispers, there's no you, no me, there's just one, there's just unity. One power, one presence, one light to lead the way, all loving, all knowing, that answers when you pray. When the world looks darkest and your eyes can't see, gather all your troubles, give them all to me. I am always with you. I will always be. I am one. I am unity. We are one. We are
Thank you, David. It's a lovely reminder. Now we've got the lighting of the Christ candle. And the Christ candle represents the Christ light that is within me and you and everyone. Let's see. Okay. And it represents that light that is within us, that radiates through this room, through this town, and the country, and through the whole entire universe. And that's a very, very powerful light. If you would like to join me in reading the daily word beginning, world peace it is today. I affirm peace. I help create a peaceful world. As I affirm peace, I help create a peaceful world. In 1964, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "It is not enough to say we must not wage war. It is necessary to love, peace, and sacrifice for it. We must concentrate not merely on the negative expulsion of war, but the positive affirmation of peace. Of course, I will work toward creating the kind of world I wish to see, investing my effort and energy to ending conflict, discrimination, and other kinds of negativity. But I also put my energy into creating harmony, cooperation, opportunity, and other positive outcomes. Today, I affirm that peace is dawning all over the world, blessing all people with warm feelings of cooperation and togetherness. I affirm peace is here, even as I strive to create it." So Theologians 5:23 says, "May the God of peace himself sanctify you entirely, and may your spirit and soul and body be kept sound." Once more, can we affirm world peace? As I affirm peace, I help create a peaceful world. That's not the easiest thing to do, by golly. For I am a human being, spiritual being human, is that what it is? Yeah. So, all right then, can you join me in stating the Unity Foundation principle, please? There's only one presence and one power of the universe, and in my life, God, the good, omnipotent. And now the unity of Billings affirmation. Through divine wisdom and grace, unity of Billings is vibrant, healing, and inclusive. And that was created by our wonderful Charlene Ingalls, and she is now home packing for Hawaii. Aloha. Yeah. She's very excited to go there, and I'm excited for her. So, all right, now we come to special music. 322, I Am Free, and Blessings of the Love Offering as well. So put them in your hands. I'll do that after we sing this song. It's 322, I am free.
But we'll let it do that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We're going to do the love offering prayer first, please. We're going to bless the love offering. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I receive, and I am grateful. Thank you. Okay. Special music.
I'll play 2 ones.
Thank you. Oh. Is that your coat, right? Sometimes when we do this, we don't make it up front here to collect our offerings for some reason. I can wave and whistle and everything, and
You gotta show a little leg.
she's got one in her pocket too. Yeah, I'll show a little leg,
Show a
okay.
little leg up there.
Okay.
That's gonna be long people.
Christina has one in her pocket. She's trying to get it out. Can give it to Dean. It's a very big coat. So we're going to hold our love offerings, and as we've already collected, but I am going to say a prayer for a blessing of all of those that you have given with your love and other things.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Robin. So, as we think of these gifts that we have received today and given, blessings from our heart and our soul, that it is given with that love and thoughtfulness. We are truly grateful. Thank you. Amen. All right. Is it time now? Already? Oh my goodness.
Have a great day, everyone.
You too.
And we're happy to introduce the wonderful Edee Weigel and her speak today.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Uh-uh.
Thank you.
Is this for you?
Good morning. Good morning. Oh. As my very unusual life unfolds, I had walked past our little name tag board out there. I walked past it twice, And one name kept shining out to me every time I went by, and I was like, oh, God bless Joyce Brumfield. And she is here. So let's cheer for Joyce, because I know she lives out by me, and the wind is howling. So how she got here looking so beautiful and got into her car, and she came here to grace us with her presence. God bless you, Joyce. But that's how my life rolls. I went by there twice, and that one, and it's towards the end, down there, and I went, there's Joyce's name tag, there's Joyce. So God was with you, bringing you here today. So today we're talking about non-attachment, which then after I looked at it, I went, oh yeah, it's detachment, but detachment, non-attachment. And as again, I was going to work on chapters 6 and 7 of Deepak Chopra's books, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. And I hope you guys put that on the website, because that book is life-changing. I would highly recommend, if you want to carry the book around and just keep it in reference, or just look at a YouTube. They have a wonderful summary, which I have to admit I cheated, and I looked at that when I wrote this. Not I cheated, but I'm just the clever bear, you know, I just figure out how to get things done. So non-attachment. So as I picked the subject and even started writing it, I had a crisis in my other career, my computer crashed, I pushed the wrong button on my television and it went into no man's land. My pink tablet was having a problem, everything all of a sudden, and I'm like, hello, lesson from the cosmos. I'm learning the law of detachment. I am not attached to the outcome. I put my computer in the back room and I said, well, I'm gonna pray about it. And I even put this little, magic stone thing on top and I'm saying, blessings, blessings, electronic blessings. And I thought, well, I'll wait 2 or 3 days before I even open it and try it again, because anything that makes my blood pressure come up, I walk away from. So I actually was laying there half awake about 2 or 3 days after that, and I suddenly thought of a way to try to get into it. And I was able to hard start it and get back in, and I uncrashed it. Thank you, Lord. I'm like, okay, I didn't have to pack it to the nerds to fix it. But by being non-attached, detached, I was able to then allow the information to come to me that I needed to fix it. I'm like, I am getting to be such a high-tech redneck. Because I am cowgirl. I haven't worn my hat yet, but I'm cowgirl preacher. So when we're willing to release a personal sense of responsibility, and we let go of the thought of isolation, and we claim a real unity with God, then we let go of things being personal and step into the universal. So universal mind knew how to fix that. Mentally, I was communing with the nerds. What do I do now? Detachment creates the energetic magnet that leads to the most karmically favorable outcome. It's a great, great tool. I've added a karmic ideal because when we're overly attached to the outcome of circumstances, possessions, situations, and desires, we actually are actively creating the energy that automatically blocks the inflow of positive experiences and outcomes. So we have to learn, when the light is red, you just embrace it, because it's going to turn green in a minute. Not attached to the outcome. We limit ourselves with fear or anger or anxiety, and non-attachment can bring the instant peace of mind. Whenever I'm challenged, and this is funny, I'm writing this thing, and I had like 3 or 4 of those, when your adrenaline just goes, I'm like, wait a minute, I thought I was past that. Am I enlightened yet? Whenever I'm challenged, I remember to box breathe. Does anyone know what box breathing is? I see a few hands. Equal in breath. Is it equal waiting or equal out breath?
So you breathe, as you're going one direction, you breathe in, you're like,
Okay, you're breathing in one direction.
and then on the top you breathe out,
Then you breathe out.
then you breathe in.
then you breathe in, then you breathe out. So I think it's basically on maybe a count of 4 or 6, something like that. So breathing mindfully, breathing in, breathing out, the same amount. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So as soon as I felt that stab of adrenaline, I said, oh, hello. I haven't known you since the hailstorm and my basement was flooding. So that was my challenge. Anyway, everything has come back round right. And I was saying to myself, I'm not attached to the outcome. You know, if the tablet's ruined, I'll just go buy another one. You know, if the pink tablet's ruined, I'll just go buy another one. It's okay. I can start over from scratch. But we can learn to not be attached to the outcome by simply affirming, I'm not attached to the outcome. That's my affirmation. I let go and let God. That'd be something my mother would say. Now, there may be difficult. This may be difficult for some people. But this is the Mary Poppins magical spin on things. That's what I love, the idea of metaphysics. You know, Mary Poppins was a metaphysician. I laugh. Have fun with this idea. Be magical. Why not? Why not have fun taking the power of the universe into your own consciousness? Why not? Nothing can limit us. I am unlimited. There's a song today. Ta-da! You can use this power with skill and grace. And I think I should say this again. Why not have fun taking the power of the universe into your own consciousness and using it with skill and grace? You know, we are unlimited. We must allow space for the next perfect outcome to flow in from any direction. Perfect outcome flowing in from any direction. We don't have to know where it's coming from. I always like this treatment I would write. I accept unlimited income from known and unknown sources. Sometimes I'll get a phone call and be asked to do something that's a little part-time job. So you take an infinite variety of forms that your good can arrive in. At times we can trust that we can completely empty our minds and invite, allow, and court the energetic field that manifests miracles. It's as close as you're breathing. It's as close as you're breathing and nearer than hands and feet. Scripture from the Bible. We are cosmic beings of living light. And the light is within each and every one of us. We can access it. We can nurture it and strengthen this energetic light, trusting in divine intention. And I choose to live in the golden glow of God's light and love. This is a great affirmation. I choose to live in the golden glow of lights, God's light and love. Excuse me, I'm going to take a sip of some H2 Om. It's a yoga class joke.
What? That was weird.
It is. I'm weird too. I love being weird. I was probably the weirdest kid in school.
What?
I had fun. But God is love, and I am love. I mean, these are some of our principles of unity. And there is a field of energy that when we engage it, we become aware of a power greater than ourself. And I've become convinced in reading all this Deepak Chopra stuff, the access to the field, the quantum field, is with pure love. And if you can stay in pure love, you can stay in the quantum field, which gives you the power to manifest miracles. And this field, the quantum field, will invite us to commune with the divine. And this is where we will recognize that the love of God is cosmic consciousness in all things. A wonderful metaphysical treatment for engaging the quantum field is as follows. In this moment, I am aware that I am a pure vessel of spirit. I claim that I am the inspired, authentic, manifesting instrument of God. Yeah, why not? I am here to express joy and light. I live in peace, health, and vitality and abundance. I am the peace of God, and I am love. So let's all say this together. I am love. I am love. The greatest principle. God is love. I am love. So we live boldly and liberate your authentic self. Consider what living in the field 24/7 feels like. I think I'm getting close. I mean, I don't have much distraction. You know, I only come to town on Sunday most of the time, and the rest of the time I'm home. I may teach a yoga class in Huntley, but that's it. So I've been calling my 10-acre pasture, and I look out and horses are grazing. I've been calling it the Quantum Field. It's my joke. But I know I manifested it, and it's been waiting for me all my life to get there. So good old Deepak Chopra has really inspired me. I've been really listening. He's got these morning meditations I've been listening to. Just incredible. What a way to start your day. He's inspired my outlook, my routines, my speech and words and actions, and I'm always turning on one of his little lectures and meditations on YouTube. I think about my mother. She really loved his stuff and shared it with all of her, what are they, parishioners? Is that what you call people that come to church? Parishioners? Members of the churches? Yeah, my mother had 2 churches. One was in Huntington Park, which is close to downtown Los Angeles. And the other one she had was in Newport Beach, California. I don't know if you know Newport Beach at all. And the church actually owned a house there, and they would have church meetings in that house. It had this huge seating area. Happy memories of Mother in Newport Beach. So the last 2 laws of Chopra's book, the 7 spiritual laws of success. Well, number 6 is the law of detachment, and 7 is the law of Dharma. Dharma means life path, or your right life path. But as I started diagramming chapter 6, I went, I'm not going to make it to 7 this week. There's just so much to know. So today is the law of detachment. In detachment lies the wisdom of uncertainty. And in the wisdom of uncertainty lies the freedom from our past, from the known, which could be a prison of past conditioning. So we basically have to crash our computer and start over with a clean slate, clean tablet. And in our willingness to step into the unknown, the field of all possibilities, we surrender ourselves to the creative mind that orchestrates the dance of the universe. I want to go to that dance. So, yeah, sign me up. I'm going. I think I've already gone. How I live. Don't you want to dance with the universe? Doesn't that sound like fun? All it takes to, my eyes. All it takes to do so is to realize that this dance is possible, achievable, with non-attachment and mastery of your emotions. Now, I threw that in there for myself because I think the last couple of years I've been making jokes at you guys going, how's it going out there? Are you guys mastering your emotions yet? You know, it jumps up and it'll kick you in the shins and you go, wait a minute. I thought I was all divine and groovy now. I shouldn't be having these challenges. Don't be so sure. You know, every time you're going to step up to a higher level in consciousness, you have to have a reason. So when you've got a problem, it's like, you know, a pest exterminator. I have a problem exterminator. I just quantum leap to a higher consciousness where problems don't exist. It's like, no problem. Don't worry about it. It's super easy. Detachment is freedom. I mean, I was able to just go to sleep and like, I'm not worried about it. It's not a problem. It's not a problem, and it won't be a problem. Detachment's freedom. And in the midst of uncertainty, could I be so radical as to ask, if I maintain detachment, does the universe work for the greater good? Yes. The universe works for the greater good, my greater good, all of it? Yes. You know, the more we buy into watching TV and the news, the more our brains are in the collective consciousness of a problem. And my mother would watch the news with the sound off. She'd say, well, then I know who to pray for. She'd like, I'm cheating, I'm watching the news. Mother, watching news. Well, then I know who to pray for. My mother, she was like the ultimate, always had the answer, right? So in a world that demands successful outcomes, we may be fooled into thinking that we need to control things. I know I found myself feeling like I needed to control things. All of a sudden I went, oh yeah, wait a minute. Like I could have had a V8. I could have practiced some detachment here. The more force and anger and pressure we use to force the outcome, the more we are actively blocking and creating resistance. Should I say this again? The more that we force, or we feel anger or pressure, the more force we use, the more we're actively blocking and creating resistance. It's like I'm just wide open spaces, I am letting go. True mastery over your world comes in the fluidity of detachment, not in the grip of fear. Now there may be some sort of cosmic humor going on here. For as I wrote the last few pages, my tablet, computer, the TV, it just goes on and on. It was like a really amazing couple of weeks there. I actually laughed and I said, okay, universe, I hear you. And it's like, well, practice what you preach, right? Here I am writing it out on paper and it's happening. And I'm like, okay, I get the joke. Detachment does not mean giving up your desires. So you can still have that pinpoint of what you want or what turns your wheels. It means giving up your attachment to how and when they manifest. So you don't give up your desires, but you give up having to know how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen, or no striving, no frantic, no worries. Just practicing, just going, I have total faith. I know that if it's right for me, it's going to show up. Detachment means knowing what you want, plus taking inspired action. But, and I wrote, but, and really underlined it. Staying open to how the universe delivers it. Oh yeah, lots of smiley faces. This openness is the gateway to creating spontaneity and higher intelligence. I become a more intelligent being when I don't fall into fear. You know, this is a human doesn't have animal reaction. A human can say, oh yeah, I'm living in a higher consciousness. I trust God. He's going to take care of it. She, it, whatever. The quantum field. He, she, it, all of it. And here is the paradox. Only by letting go of the need for certainty can you access the infinite possibilities available to you. So we don't have to know the answer. We don't have to know where it's coming from. Certainty is a prison. It narrows your vision. It limits your options to what you already know. Wouldn't it be fun to think that something's coming into your life that you had no idea was coming into your life? I think I kind of had some of that going on lately. Life's true magic lives in uncertainty. And in the unknown, the unplanned, the unscripted, remember that every breakthrough in your life rarely arrived exactly as expected. You know, we've had some fabulous things that just happened. Often, it came through chaos and change or surprise. Why? Because uncertainty is not a threat. Uncertainty is not a threat. It's a portal to transformation. And how you walk through this portal is with grace. So in other words, anytime you have a problem, you just smile and lift your heart up and say, oh, I'm just so excited how this is going to work out. This is going to work out so great. Chopra teaches that the ego craves control because the ego fears vulnerability. Now, I've had an ego. You know, I worked really hard to have licenses and accreditations and to have it on paper that I was an expert, whatever my chosen field was. It's like being a doctor with like the MD and the PhD and all that. So mine's like Edee Weigel, HL, horse lover. But being a horse lover made me take the classes to be a horse show judge, or take the classes to be a horse show manager, course designer, all that. And that part of my life has fulfilled its purpose, and I have retired. I'm selling off all my horse show production, obstacles, no more dog agility, poles and cute things to have to carry everywhere I go. So I'm turning it all into cash, which is wonderful. So yes, I have changed my life, and I've stepped away from something that could have been maybe founded in my ego. So I figure anything that gives my ego an in on me is going out. So anything the ego tries to get you to do is not going to be a good thing. Ego craves control. Ego craves the payback. I mean, all the negative aspects of this entire world can be just put onto the ego. So it's pretty easy to get rid of them. Just hit delete. Ego is gone. No more problems. No more vulnerability. No control. No judgment. No anger. Just, I'm getting pretty, I just want to be a living saint. That's all I want. I don't want anything to come out of my mouth that isn't loving and kind. Your higher self thrives on surrender. Here I'm writing all this while I'm going through some of the biggest surrenders I've ever experienced in the last few years. Your higher self thrives on surrender because your higher self knows that life unfolds through divine intelligence. I mean, this is the power of the universe encouraging me to let it go. I'll be 71 on February 2nd. And I have to say, this last couple of years have been the best years of my life. I have never experienced so much joy and peace and health and energy how my life is now. And I know it's because I'm on my right track, and I'm not around the things that would maybe pull at my ego or self-defensiveness. Life unfolds through divine intelligence. It's not just logic. There's a little magic there. I like the little Mary Poppins magic. But when you practice detachment, you're not passive. You're receptive. You are going with the flow of life, and you are going with the current instead of swimming against it. Consider the tree that bends in the wind of a storm. It survives. The one that resists will break. Detachment, and of course, with all the wind we've had, my trees are over there. Make it to the truck, get the door shut. I mean, I was like, woohoo. So I'm really proud of you guys for coming out and making it today. But detachment is your inner flexibility and your spiritual resilience. Like preload resilience before you're heading into things. You know, you head into a meeting or a confrontation or some kind of negotiation, communication, and you're like, dear Lord, speak through me. Let me be a light for you, Lord. It's wisdom to trust timing, to trust flow, and to trust that what's meant for you will not miss you unless you block it with fear. Oh boy. Oh no. It's up to you to have trust, because trust is the grease that brings the goodness into your life. Fear blocks it, sends it away. The law of detachment also demands faith in your own potential. When you are detached from the outcome, you're no longer dependent on external validation. Oh, the ego hates that. Go away, leave me alone. It's a watchdog. It's got like a spike collar on it. It's just trying to protect me. I don't need protection anymore. When you're detached from the outcome, you're no longer dependent on external validation. Your confidence comes not from results, but from essence. Essence. You're expanding. Essence. You are enough, regardless of what happens. No matter what the outcome is, it was perfectly made just for you. And ironically, the self-assurance is what draws positive results to you. In practical terms, this means releasing your grip on rigid plans. I wrote, yes, have goals, yes, and pursue them, but hold them lightly. Hold them lightly. My mother used to say, this is her little affirmation, this or something better. This or something better. What's right for me flows to me easily. If it isn't coming in easily, then maybe it's not the one I'm looking for. Maybe there'll be the next thing that's just perfect. Be willing to shift. Be willing to shift. Shift your goal, shift your ideals, shift your motivations, and be curious. Curious, say yes to those unexpected doors. Trust delays, embrace discomfort, because behind what you label as wrong or off track may be your exact path to growth and greatness. See, so non-judgment, just like taking it all as a gift from God. Chopra emphasizes that detachment is not a lack of passion. It's the highest form of wisdom. Detachment is wisdom. In other words, you're taking spiritual control of your human reaction, your animal fear. Detachment is wisdom. You know, out the country there, we deal with a lot of animals. I have a big bald eagle that comes and sits in the tree, and they have this funny little tick, 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 tick they make, you know. And I look up and I go, do not eat my cats. I usually go over there and wave hi at him, and he flies away. But detachment is wisdom. It's the highest form of wisdom. And it's the knowing that you are not the doer of everything, little humans that we are. The doer of everything, but it's a vessel through which life expresses itself. The more you relax, the more you receive. Wasn't that nice? Was it the e-ticket ride? We're going to relax and just receive this gateway. This law of detachment invites you to approach life like a dance. Get up every morning. Yeah, I can do this. Life can be a dance, not a battle. You step, you turn, you listen to the rhythm, and sometimes you just let go and completely just be swept away by the music. Just get swept away with how fabulous life is, the beautiful, beautiful things. You turn your eyes away, don't watch TV, just leave it off. Look out the window, and a whole flock of birds came into the little tree in the wind, and all the cats are under the window. I'm like, I don't need TV. I got this cat show going on. Mother Nature show. Don't worry about things so much. Just be swept away by the music and ask yourself, where am I gripping too tightly and why? You know, what do I fear? Can I just embrace whatever is coming around the corner? What am I trying to force that needs space to breathe? And where is my fear disguising itself as control? Now breathe, just breathe. You know, I have this little affirmation card. It says, am I staying balanced? Am I trying to control anything? I wrote that. I mean, I found it in my little, I have a bag full of affirmation cards. Maybe one of these days I'll do a class after church. They're like little miniature vision boards. And I have a deck of 3x5 cards. It's probably this thick. I bet I've got 400 of them because they're really fun to make. It's a 3x5 card vision board. Write affirmations on it. I just made a vision board, and I had the Mod Podge, whatever, on my fingers, and then the paper, and then the cat walked through, and it had a piece on its foot. But they were like, oh, goody, what are you doing? This is so fun. She's cutting up a newspaper. I was ripping the magazine apart. But fear is disguising itself as control. When you trust, you'll loosen your hands, your jaw, your face. Remember the old smile thing? When you can smile, you're like, I recognize you, ego. You can't hide from me. I see you. I'm sorry. You're not in control anymore. I've turned it over. But let life meet you halfway. You don't have to grip the wheel so tightly. Let life meet you halfway. Because in that sacred space between effort and surrender lies a deeper power, not of force, but of flow. I like that. Not of striving, but of alignment. And in that flow, everything you seek is seeking you. In other words, you're putting it out there, and whatever it is that you have an object of desire, it's coming your way. So, summary of the 6th law of spiritual. Deepak, I love him. He's just an amazing human being. The summary leaves out a lot of material. That's why I'm just giving you tidbits. When you read that book and you say to yourself, I'm going to read this chapter, by the time you get to the end of the chapter, you put it down, you're like, wow, this is everything Fillmore's discovered and they were talking about. Everywhere I've ever been, every church I've ever attended, it all distills down to this one thing. Trust God, kick the ego out. Trust God. I recommend that you actually look at this book. My mother, I actually have 2 of them. Mother, I think I have mine and hers. Anytime she found a groovy book, she bought 2 and drive down to see me. I lived in San Diego and she was in Orange County there. It'll change your life experiences to positive, dependable exchanges of energy. And we start realizing everything is energy and information. And AI is, making a feeble attempt of, here's AI, and here's the universe. And there is an intelligence in the universe that's powering all of our consciousnesses, our minds, our hearts. We can tune into that. We have instant AI running our lives. We know where to go. We know what to do. We're divinely inspired and protected. But whatever you're seeking is seeking you. That's a great way to feel it. Like I'm just stepping out in faith. And today might be the day. Life is so good. And if it isn't good, we have ways to change that. My mother taught me that she was teaching everyone. She taught me too that when you keep affirmations going, that you can block out those, what they call it, the unwanted thoughts. I guess that's what they call it, unwanted thoughts. So I just turn on some Lee Harris, and I'm positive everything's going to work out perfectly. And it does. When you claim it, you make it happen. I'm positive everything's going to work out perfectly. So today we learned a lot about detachment, non-attachment, and I hope you're inspired. So in closing today, I'd like to add in some keynotes, some keen ideals. And I think maybe I'll have you guys just close your eyes to really soak up this treatment. And you can take your meditation postures. You sit balanced on both seat bones and you have both feet flat on the floor. And you turn your palms upright on your upper thigh and close your eyes. You take some good deep breaths and let some of the wisdom of today's message soak in. Tell yourself, I will never again allow my ego to rob me of my joy. You take some deep breaths. And right here, right now, we claim our new right action. We let go of overthinking and we release to the flow of the universe. For we know that we are the light of God. We know that we are supported in all that we do. We know that we are divinely guided to every right thing. And we trust that the most favorable outcome is already headed our way. We know this, and we live from a place of joy. We live from a place of trust, and we empower the universe to richly supply us with all that we need. We live with joy, grace, and ease. We live with joy, grace, and ease because we know the truth, and the truth sets us free. So let's have a little stretch. let that positive affirmations, this was something like my mother would have, my mother's affirmations and her treatments. I have all of her notes and her books, all of her things. My next talk will be the last chapter for the office there, the Deepak Chopra book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Next time it'll be called The Law of Dharma, or in English, Living Your Divine Purpose. So I guess we'll call it Living Your Divine Purpose. We don't want to scare anybody with Sanskrit. I like knowing some Sanskrit words. So next week, or I guess it'll be February 1st, my last day of being 70. Which I swear, I feel like I'm 25. I do not feel like I'm 70s. But we know that we were born for a reason, and we will explore our deepest talents and our highest passions in our drive to uplift the world. So when you find your Dharma, living your divine purpose, that's when you find true joy. And again, I will say, I am so honored that I get to serve here, because this is the light of my life, being here. And I just love sitting down, writing these talks, and I write them all by hand, 10 pages. But my entire week is transformed as I go, oh, time to write, cats are over there, I'm in the house, and sit down and get into that place where I've got a message that I can convey of how I have lived my entire life, and I can tell you it works. So I want to inspire you all to take that trust so it never blocks your divine good. And the thing that you're seeking is seeking you. I really like that idea. It's a wonderful idea. So God bless you all. Namaste. Trying not to lose my voice.
Gravel.